Hey there, YouTubers. Trifectaterminus here. You can call me Terminus for short. And this is a Merry Christmas update to ways that you can set yourself up for success in Kingdom Come Deliverance. And yeah, so let's get into it. Don't forget to tell your friends to like and subscribe. Tell your friends' friends so that everybody knows. So this is the update. The original one just had a couple of things that you could do, and those things still work, right? So you're still going to want to forge as many herbs as possible. Once you reach level 10, there's a perk that allows you to, every time that you pick up any kind of vegetation on the ground, you get an assistance to your strength. So you'll basically go through the town of shallots, and you will take every single weed and brush and dandelion and flower, and yeah, so you're going to definitely do that. That's going to be followed by swordplay. So, and these are just in my personal order. You can do them in any order. Personally, I think you should probably do all of this stuff in the order that I'm showing you, just because towards the end there's some sneaky stuff that we'll be doing, and you want to make sure that you can save it prior to that, just in case you get caught. With that being said, definitely you want to save between these iterations. So there's about 4 different things you're going to need to be doing, and save in between them, or at least at the very end, the last one you'll want to save before that, so that you don't get a bounty. If you do get a bounty and you get caught, you will go to prison, and then you will die when the bad guys come and raid you. Now, of course, you'll be picking up lots of things, stealing a bunch of stuff, and in doing that, things get kind of heavy. A lot of the things you pick up, at least the herbs, you'll be selling to the market. And you'll sell as much of that as you can, try to get all of their cash. However, at some point you're going to end up having more stuff that you can sell. Now, inside your home, in the kitchen, there's a chest, and this chest stays there even after the raising of shallots. And so you're going to put all your ill-gotten gains inside this chest, all the stolen items and all of the excess herbs, and they'll be there when you come back. So next, you've got Combat Master Vonik in the town, and he's going to teach you very basic stuff about sword fighting. You start with slash, and then you'll do the stab, and finally you'll come to chain strikes, multiple strikes, where you strike 3 strikes or more at a time. And instead of finishing this portion of training, if you just do single strikes, for quite some time you'll be able to just do those single strikes, and every time you strike him with the sword, of course he's going to block it, but you're going to increase your sword fighting ability as well as your warcraft. So you'll keep doing this for quite some time, and then basically he gets tired of you not listening to him, and he just ends the session. But you can gain some really good XP for sword fighting and for warcraft just by continuing to strike him. Alright, next you're going to ensure that you do the side quest inside the town. You're going to go to the bar. You're going to see one of the town folk that nobody really likes talking bad about the king, and you go to your buds, and they're like, we're going to go throw manure on this dude's house. To find the house as you come out of the castle, it's going to be on your right-hand side. But it's also the nicest house in town, and it's the one with the white, brand newly white wall. And so you go talk to your friends. They tell you that you need to convince his wife to leave the area so she doesn't see you guys doing your nefarious act. And so you do. And then after that, you're going to be throwing some dung and, basically just making a shitty situation of the dude's house. So the reason why we're going to do this is because it gives you the opportunity to get into a fist fight without actually going to prison. And fist fights increase your unarmed combat skill. So again, you tell the wife to go take her husband in hand and get him out of the bar because he's doing bad things. And then as you're throwing the manure, some other buddies of his show up, and they decide that they don't like what you're doing, and you end up getting into a fist fight with them. And then after that, you basically run for it, because the cops are there, and you run for it, get away from them, and That is how you gain some skill points for your unarmed combat. And you also gain some skill points for strength as well. So finally we come to the sneaky, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to go, and this is Kenneth, and he's a guy who owes your dad some money, so he's not a friend of yours, and you end up getting into a fight with him in the main quest. But prior to that, I just started choking him out, and you can choke him out several times, like infinity amounts of times. He can't die. He's one of the NPCs that can't be killed. So basically I just went back to his house multiple times and choked him until he went unconscious. Gives you some skill points in the sneak attribute. But you can also do this to lots of other people in the town. Another good candidate for this is the farmer that's just inside the walls of the castle. The cool thing about this guy is every time you choke him out, when he wakes up, he gets all of his stuff back. So you're going to steal all of his things, and if you choke him out multiple times, you'll steal all of his things multiple times, because as he respawns, it just gets all of his stuff again. And you can choke out lots of people. Again, I recommend that before you start this part, you definitely want to ensure that you've saved it, just in case you get a bounty on your head. And don't forget to kill some chickens, because you can cook them. So that concludes our tips and tricks for the beginning of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Again, Merry Christmas. I hope you have a Happy New Year and a happy holiday. And again, thanks for coming and tuning in. Hopefully you've liked and subscribed. If you haven't hit that like button, please go ahead and hit that like button. And don't forget to tell your friends. This is Terminus, signing out.